All right, Coach, you guys trailed by 9 runs. You guys get it within 2, but just couldn't, get all the way back. I guess, how would you just assess how today went?
I mean, just too much, excess stuff going on. Had to flip some usage on guys. I think some guys took advantage of opportunities. I'm really happy with Dylan King and Kelly Compton in particular. And, I thought Brock Tapper had some conviction and some pitch as well. But, we just had to make some moves that we otherwise didn't want to. But surprises come your way, and it is what it is. But I also was very excited to see some of the guys that got in, offensively to help us push that comeback that we weren't able to complete, but we had certainly dug ourselves a self-inflicted hole. But I was glad to see those guys come ready to go. And in the end, we have to always be ready to go. And we weren't early. We had a chance to really finish it. And we didn't by just stuff that shouldn't happen. But it did, and you got to live with it. And most certainly, we're not going to dwell on a negative by any stretch of the imagination. But at the same time, you got to be hungry. You got to be your best on Sundays. Has always been my opinion, right? You got 66.7% of the weekend done. The last leg should be the best and the cleanest and the most, status quo. And it wasn't that today for a variety of reasons. But we'll fix that, I promise you. So kudos to Louisiana. They came out ready to compete. Both teams utilized, the win and got some balls, and also some balls were impacted regardless of win. But utilized the kind of day it was, and they were able to obviously salvage this game. But kudos Coach Deggs, they had their guys ready to compete.
You'd obviously like to get the sweep, but you still win the series on the road against a good ball club. I guess, what does that kind of do when you take your first series in conference play and you're above 500 to start the conference season?
Yeah, I mean, I have a hard time. I'm answering this honestly. I am a truth teller too, Jack, but I have a hard time looking at it that way because today was the game to be won, and just we had so much things that were just just too much stuff, and we just didn't get it done. And so you're only as good as the last time you perform, and we weren't good enough. But that was also because the opponent's really good. And I think, in totality, you may look months down the road, and obviously view it that way. Right, retrospect, hindsight is always good. But in the present moment, we had a game that if we play good baseball, we feel different about the result more than likely, and we didn't do that. And so you should really kick yourself as a team, myself included, when you don't do those things. But we got a quick turnaround, right? We won't get back till probably 2 or 3 in the morning. Obviously, when we get back, I know there's a lot of people in Troy that got hit last night, so we're thinking about them, and we're going to be out there, helping those people tomorrow at some point, as we were on spring break and we practiced earlier in the day. But yeah, hopefully down the road we look back and we're happy about this, but in the moment now, it just wasn't simply good enough.
Face UAB on Tuesday. That's a ball club we've seen already this season, and also it's going to be at Rickwood Field, which should be a pretty cool experience.
Should be. If I'm wrong on this, then people can shoot me down on this. But I think it's the first Division I game with the new renovations. Going to be fun just in terms of playing a really good UAB team, as we spoke up a couple weeks ago. Really appreciate Coach Dunn inviting us to do this and for it to work out from a timing perspective. With the renovations that they did for the MLB last summer, I think it should be a really nice playing surface. We're playing at 1 because they didn't keep the lights in there. So at least we should get back at a decent time from Birmingham that day, as long as the game's played clean. If we don't play clean, we won't be there forever. But no, it's going to be a really cool experience, I hope, for coaches, players, and everyone with us. And in the end, we need to come ready to go because we know how good UAB is, particularly what they've done in midweeks. Since playing us, they've been really locked in and really good against Alabama and Auburn.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thanks.